Homecoming. Now, this is a new Amazon Prime drama. This stars Julia Roberts as Heidi Bergman. She is a counsellor working at a Department of Defense project called Homecoming, which is aims to repatriate servicemen back to the US into normal life, I suppose. And we start by sort of jumping around a little bit between Julia Roberts giving a counselling session, talking to a person in the DOD, and also her. Is it about 4 years afterwards?
Yeah, I believe
it was about that. She's
they're
now
in
working
the future because it's
she's working
2018.
She's working in a diner in, I don't know if they tell you where, but
Not working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
Absolutely. No. Somebody saying that they're from the DOD, and he's trying to investigate the fact that he believes that the soldiers that took part in the project weren't were coerced.
One in particular, who is
he says all of them were coerced, but he then goes on to talk about this one particular one, Walter Cruz, who's only just come off of a tour of Afghanistan or Iraq, I don't know which. He seems like he's made a few friends inside the place, but there's a sort of like a session where they do some sort of role playing to get interview experience. And another guy doesn't do very well, takes it very badly, doesn't like the jaunting and the jeering, and him and Walter have a punch up. And basically that's it. I mean, there isn't an awful lot that happens. The really sort of the end of the first episode is you get to know that she's sort of denying even knowing who Walter Cruz is, even though they share what must be a number of sessions. And you even get a little bit of spark of something in that first episode. You're kind of led to believe that something more is going to happen. Now, Luke has seen all of them, I believe.
Yeah, I, as we often say on this podcast, I have a lot more time than the other two to watch stuff. And there's something about this, the atmosphere of it and the way the story slowly unravels, that really appealed to me. What we didn't say is it's based off a fictional podcast. So we're trying to get Amazon to buy the Crusted TV podcast.
We're not fictional,
because this is very fictional. Gary's fictional. That's why we've had to write him out at the end of the series.
Yeah, he's getting killed off at the end of the year. But so yeah, it's based on that, and I want to applaud it for doing something very different, because when it reveals what it's about, it's quite disturbing, and B, I love the fact that each episode was either half an hour, just over, or just under. Every time I thought about finishing one, I go, well, I've got another half hour, I can just do another one. Hence, I am done.
Matt, how much did you watch? Just the first episode?
Well, I was told to watch 3 episodes, so I watched 3 episodes.
Then let me tell you how I feel having watched 1.
Okay.
And then we'll go to Matt with 3, and then we'll go to Luke with all of them. I liked it. I liked the fact that you didn't get a huge amount of information in the first episode, but you got that little taster at the end that would make you what makes me want to watch more. It is very clever in doing that in half an hour. I do think Julia Roberts is an extremely good actress. I just worried that there wasn't enough other characters in it yet. Would be the only comment I would make, is that I don't really know anyone else yet, because we're flicking between 2 different timelines. And Julia Roberts is the only connection between the 2 timelines at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I don't quite know why Luke asked me to watch 3 episodes, because my opinion really didn't change from the first one to the third one. It took you 3 episodes to get into it, but, you know, everyone's different, really. I mean, I'm with Gary, really. I enjoyed it. You know, it's not something that I immediately have to watch the next episode one after the other. And I don't find anything that happens in it particularly memorable. I like the style, the use of aspect ratios, the overhead shots. I mean, the cast is very good. I like Bobby Cannavale as this sort of, you know, her boss. And I like the fact that she's sort of, her memory of events, and sorry if this is a bit of a spoiler, Gary,
it's all right.
It is sort of different to what actually happened, and that sort of peels back when she sort of talks to her mum, played by Sissy Spacek. I mean, I think the 3rd episode I enjoyed the most, where the bit with the van, not to give too much away.
Yeah.
And I probably, because of the length of it, I might continue watching it, but I'm not.
It is worth your time. I would say that. I would say, because I don't want to give too much away. And,
sure.
When it does start to reveal what it is about, and because I did them all, I can't tell you which episode that is in, but it's really quite something different, something I wasn't expecting, something I don't think I've seen before, a story I don't think I've seen told before. But what they do very, very cleverly and very delicately is it sort of unravels bit by bit, and you sort of go, oh, okay, so this is what's happening, and this is what this all means. And I just thought it was very delicately handled. I thought the half-an-hour drama thing was perfect. I hope there's more half-hour dramas to come.
Did you? Have either of you caught up with Maniac yet? Because that's sort of similar.
That's the next one I'm going to do, actually, because I'm doing the best of the year document, and I want to be able to see as much of the big new stuff as I can.
Because Maniac had a similar thing to me, and it took me 3 episodes to really get into it, because that's when they started doing the sort of the more surreal stuff, where the episode length start to become a little bit shorter in the middle. I think I'll stick with Homecoming.
I hope you will, because, like I say, they are short, and it is a different story that makes a lot of sense, but is also very sort of disturbing.
Yeah, okay. You've convinced me, Lou.
What about you, Gary? Are you going to use some of your
not
time
sure
with
yet. I think I'll watch another one, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm undecided, if I have to be honest.